Give a few people time to get up in here before I get started. Yo, man, that was a crazy fight last night with Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney. I felt like Ryan had a chance with his power, but I never really thought it would. I never really thought it would end up like it did. That was crazy last night. But sometimes, man, you gotta respect dudes. That's one thing about this boxing game, boy. It will humble you fast. When you don't have no power, that's a hard job in that boxing ring when you can't throw some punches to to even things out. And Ryan don't have no power. No, I'm sorry, not Ryan. Devin don't have no power, and it really showed up last night. It was really sad how just how bad things got in there. I didn't believe it would get that bad. I knew a lot of things could happen, but I definitely didn't expect it to go down like it went down. You know, Ryan Garcia took care of business last night. You gotta give him his respect for that. I told y'all when I was making the videos, I noticed Ryan didn't have no fear. I knew that. I said he definitely ain't scared of Devin. And I knew he was coming to get a knockout, but I thought Devin's defense was a little bit better than it actually was. And man, he got to work on that defense. I think he probably need to get somebody else in his corner. I mean, his father. I mean, I know he mean well, but I don't think he know a whole lot about boxing like that. And I think somebody else should have been talking to him in that corner over there last night. Devin Haney, that is. But then again, I don't know if nothing could have saved him last night. Ryan came to get with that boy Glamour, point blank, period. He said it through the whole promotions. He was gonna knock him out. He didn't knock him out, but he did everything but that. And that referee a few times was on some bullshit in there, stopping, kind of slowing Ryan down. You know, hey man, you could tell who they wanted to win just by how the scorecards went, some of the shit the ref was doing. And Ryan came there and took care of his business, man. I'm proud of him. I really am, man. We need somebody like Ryan winning. Yeah, yeah, dog. Yeah, yeah, you called it swag. Yeah, you did. But we need people like Ryan with the belts, cause these cats won't fight. Ryan Garcia, he done went through Tank and Devin damn near back to back. That show you what type of dude he is. He calling these dudes out and getting in the ring. Most of these guys who got belts and titles, they trying to fight any sorry motherfucker with a little bit of name that they can put in the ring and fool the fans with. I'm really getting kind of tired of that shit, to be honest with you all. I like a dude like Ryan that's gonna go out there and fight the real fights and let the chips fall where they may. Ryan will always get my respect and most of the what's good, Kwan, most of the people that really into boxing like that, they gonna respect Ryan cause we need somebody with some integrity out here. These dudes is more than happy taking our money and getting in the ring with sorry motherfuckers and letting the promotion build them up like they real fighters. And that's kind of what Devin resume is built on. I mean, he did fight Lomachenko, but Lomachenko had been beat twice and was a lot older than Devin, about 10 over 10 years, at least 10 years older than him. Cambosis, he get a lot of credit for that, and all he did was beat Tiafimo, really. Who's to say Teo didn't have a bad night that night? Yeah, it did remind me of Mosley Forest. That's what I was telling Swag. I was telling dudes that when I was some of the guys that was coming in my comment section getting mad because I was saying Ryan was coming in there to knock him out, and they knew each other well from the amateurs. Dudes were saying the amateurs don't count. You a damn lie. Anybody that fought a dude in the amateurs a bunch of times, they usually don't be in no rush to fight them guys in the pros because don't that much change with these fighters. As much as these trainers want to think they doing this and doing that, it don't be that much, little subtle differences, but at a certain point, the fighter is the fighter, and all they do is refine the shit they already do to some degree. Floyd fought the same way his whole entire career. You just have, some of these dudes, you just got to get them in shape and game plan for certain fighters. And Sugar Shane, that's the same thing that happened with him and Vernon Forrest. That's a good analogy. Vernon Forrest trained at the same gym my son trained in Atlanta. I think I got a picture of me and Vernon sitting around here somewhere. I'm gonna show it to you right now. It's funny you brought him up. Yeah, there go your boy right there. That's me, Vernon, and my son. That's in the at the Art of Boxing in Atlanta. Yeah, I know Vernon, man. I hate he lost his life like he did, but he should have knew better than to chase them niggas up in the projects. Uh, you know, but yeah, man. It was a good fight last night, man. It really was, man. It was a real good fight last night. I got a lot of respect for Ryan Garcia. It was funny that you brought Swag. It was funny that you brought Vernon name up because, like I said, he trained at the same. My son used to box, and I used to see Vernon every day up there. But yeah, man, Ryan Garcia is the real deal. And you know what? He might do this to some more fighters. I think Ryan is for real. I kept telling dudes he got a good amateur career. He won a lot of amateur tournaments. He just cause he what they call a pretty boy, whatever, don't mean he can't fight. Oscar De La Hoya looked like that. And De La Hoya was a bad motherfucker once upon a time. So, Devin need a new a real trainer. Yeah, he do. Devin was much better when Floyd Sr. was training him. I've been noticing that he ain't been improving over the last few years since his daddy took over everything. His father needs to know when to fall back. Real talk. I mean, it's okay to want to be there for your son, but you gotta let the people that know what the fuck they doing do this before that boy get hurt in there. But yeah, man, I was just really glad with the outcome last night. I'm glad we got a good fight because I'm gonna be honest with you. When Ryan didn't make weight, I got mad, and I thought the fight was gonna be some bullshit. And I'm just being honest. I ain't gonna sit up here and lie about it. I damn sure thought this gonna be a crab fight, but in the end, Ryan showed that he was just playing on everybody, and he had a plan. He didn't get the knockout, but he damn near got it. And he gave the fans a exciting night. And even if Ryan was to go fight somebody and get knocked out, I'd rather see a guy that's going in there trying to fight, trying to get a dude up out of there than a guy that's trying to jab and move around the ring. And if you think about it, it seemed like, hell, if I ain't know no better, I would think Devin only had two punches in his whole arsenal, a fucking left jab and a straight right. Did he throw anything else? I mean, did he? I saw no big punch selection, a whole bunch of different punches. I didn't see that. I just seen him doing the same shit, jab to the body, jab up top, left hook, straight right. I ain't see nothing else. I ain't see no uppercuts. I ain't see. I saw a few right hooks and a few overhand rights, but he just looked. It just looked so basic in there for him to be getting his ass whooped like he was. I thought Devin would have had what's going on, Charlie? I thought Devin would have had yeah, no doubt, no doubt, no doubt. Praise Jesus, no doubt. I feel you there. I feel you there. But I thought Devin would have had more of a punch selection. I thought would have had more different type of punches that he could have put out. Yeah, it was a damn good fight. And I think, like I said, man, I wish Ryan would have made weight where he could have got the belt, because now Devin still get to walk around like he the champ. And hell, he might start back. Because I don't think Ryan said he ain't giving him no rematch. Ryan might go fight Tank next. That's gonna be a whole lot more money. And I would like to see him and Tank run it back. I really would, man. I think Tank could be a little, Tank got what Devin don't got power. But you gotta watch if Ryan land on punches. Stacy, what's good, baby? What's good, Stacy? But if Ryan keep if Derek James, the one bruised Devin Eagle a little, that was gonna bruise the Eagle a little bit, Kwame. Yeah, I think so. But you know what? No, it's humble pie. Him and his daddy needed some. I ain't gonna tell you no lie, man. They was getting out of pocket, man. A little bit. When he started saying his son better than Floyd and this and that, shit, not even close. And that's what I was saying. He just need to stop tripping. And then what I don't like, Floyd daddy got a lot to do with Devin being as good as he is. And I felt like what you call it, Devin father Bill was being real disrespectful, going out throwing jabs at the Mayweathers when they got a lot to do with his son's success. I felt like that was damn near ungrateful. So sometimes that's one thing about this boxing game and fight in the street too. If you fight enough, somebody gonna whoop your ass. You can't nobody beat everybody. I don't give a fuck who you is. Can't nobody beat everybody. If you keep fighting, somebody gonna jump. Somebody gonna whoop you. Point blank. Period. Especially if you ain't picking and choosing who you fight. If you just fight whoever come up, you ain't gonna keep beating everybody up. Somebody gonna get with you. And that's just in life in general. Another thing I didn't like. You think it's time for Devin? Yes, yes. I said that a little while ago, Stace. He need a new trainer, man. He need a real trainer. His father don't know nothing about boxing like that. He just been hanging around the gym. Y'all gotta remember. I don't. Demetrius, what's good, dog? I don't know how long y'all been watching Devin, but when he was a kid, Roy Jones Jr. was training him first. He went from Roy, then he went to Floyd Daddy, then he went to the body snatcher. Then he started taking over. It looked like, and I think he feel like he watched enough. Bill, I'm saying, watched enough good trainers to be able to do this for himself, but he can't. Devin never came from the struggle. No, I said that on one of my videos too. I said that's why I don't mind his dad somehow talking for him because he ain't got no streets in him. He a good kid. He ain't come up in the hood like most of us, so he don't got no flavor like that. He ain't used to going back and forth like that. I mean, he been a good kid that been in the boxing gym. So, wasn't nobody gonna try him. Daniel Travis, what's going on? I bet he look at Tank completely. Damn right. Well, you know what? He better have respect for Tank because he'd have gotten in the ring with him if he didn't. Well, no, you might be right because Floyd be on some bullshit too. You right. Yeah, he gonna look at Tank a lot different now. I take that back. Daniel, yeah, what's up, dog? Ain't nothing to it, Daniel. But yeah, man, it was still a great fight last night, though. I mean, what I will give Devin, yeah, what I will give Devin credit for is he didn't, he could have laid down and quit. He kept on trying to fight. I wonder how he's taking that L. Shit, I ain't taking that L. He's sick as a dog at home. Shit, don't nobody take an L good. But he kept on fighting. He got up off his ass every time, and kept on trying. So with that right there, I still got respect for him. I like Devin. He a good, like once again, he a good kid. He just this is his father that taught him and all that shit. To be honest with you, and I really don't like when somebody out there talking that much and you ain't gonna be the one going in that fight. You put a lot on Devin plate when his dad go out there and talk about, ooh, he gonna do this and do that, and then some shit like this happen. You can't, you gotta, yeah, nah, that wasn't made down a Broner, but it was. I see what you're saying, but this was a whole lot different than that. I felt Devin tried to brawl with Ryan and failed. If you look at my last video, Kwame Devin had to look defeat after the hell yeah. But if you look at my last video I made before the fight, I said, and go check it out. I said, Devin looked like he coming in there to try to knock Ryan out. All I see him is throwing hard shots, and in his training. And I said to myself, then that's gonna be a mistake. You a boxer, you better go in there and do what you do. That would be. And what he did was, I made another video saying, "Is Ryan in Devin head?" I think all the annex and shit got in Devin head, and he went in there trying to knock Ryan out. and got knocked out. He don't got no power. And I think knocking, so, Regis Prograde really ain't that, never been that good to me. Just keeping it real. And I think him knocking Regis Prograde down a couple of times made him think he had power all of a sudden. Bad move trying to walk him down. Yeah, well, I mean, you can't walk nobody down if you ain't got no power. You know what I'm saying? Swear, I mean, he ain't got no power. And I mean, now Devin will never make it at welterweight. He got no power and he ain't got no chin either. So shit, I mean, this is where he probably gonna have to end his career right here at 140 pounds. And then again, I want to see him fight Teo. Now that people know he can't take it on the chin, they finna start coming after his ass. You know, one thing about it, fighting, once people see what you ain't good at and you get exposed, you better know you finna get that all the time now. So unless they gonna try to stay away from every fighter that got power, they finna have some problems. The Haney's is finna have some major problems. Tank would hurt that. Man, I been said Tank would knock him out. That's why, in a way, I wish Tank wasn't with PBC. I ain't got nothing against PBC. I've been rocking with them since they came in. I was a big PBC fan, but the truth is, they act like they scared Tank gonna go out there and lose to these dudes. He should have fought Lomachenko. He didn't get to fight. Teofimo went out there and whooped his ass. He should have got this fight with Devin. Floyd fucking around, making up all these excuses. I mean, Tank is better than these dudes. I mean, it ain't hard to see. And most of them don't have the power. Once he knocked out Ryan Garcia, why would he go backwards and start fighting lesser fighters? Don't make sense. You know, but then again, when you see something like this that happen to Devin, it show you why Floyd might be taking it easy because Tank might lose to Frank Martin. He might. He might. Shakur don't want no smoke with Tank either. Another suspect chin. Yeah, but I think Shakur is a better boxer than Devin. I think he's better. I think Tank power is what he would have to catch Shakur on the chin, but Shakur is a better boxer than Devin. He is. Shakur is all the way around better than Devin. I think Shakur and Tank was better than Devin. I've been said that. Devin is real sloppy in there. Tiffany, what's happening? Please don't wish no losses on Tank. I ain't gonna wish no losses on Tank. We men, we talk real out here. Real, baby. That just is what it is. I like Tank a lot, but that don't mean he won't get his ass whooped if he don't come in that ring on point. I mean, that go for anybody. You gotta be about this shit if you gonna be about it. You know, it really is, man. I mean, Tank is my favorite fighter. I felt like Tank would knock out Loma. I felt like Tank would have knocked out Devin. It's Floyd that they won't let him fight no damn body. I don't know why. I don't know why they scared to let that boy loose. Make me think they trying to keep him from being too much bigger. Cause with Tank knockout percentage, if he keep winning like he winning, he'll be up there with Floyd and them. All he got, if he just keep winning, he on his way. And Floyd, Tank got what Floyd didn't have, that TNT in his fist. Tank is the closest one to probably getting what Floyd had or something like that out of all these dudes. But the names, the people everybody thought was all that, they won't. Like now, don't make no sense for them to fight Loma or Devin. Loma lost two or three times, and Devin already lost. So what would be the point? Tank fighting them now. That ain't no big money fight no more. These fights not as big as they trying to make them. These dudes ain't Pacquiao and Mayweather than what they done won 20 championship fights and shit like that. These dudes win 2 or 3 fights and think they Floyd Mayweather all of them motherfuckers sudden, and that's what's killing it's killing the sport to some degree. Trying to create big fights that ain't really big yet. Pacquiao had been champion in like 4 different divisions already, and Floyd in 3 when they start talking about that big fight. These dudes ain't even conquered one motherfucking division yet. Talking about making a gigantic fight. This shit is unreal. How unrealistic some of these people is about this fight game. Y'all tripping if y'all think Frank Martin beat Tank. I mean, anything can happen in boxing, dog. I don't think he is any, but anything can happen in boxing. Shit, did nobody think Buster Douglas was gonna beat Mike Tyson? What happened? Did nobody think Leon Spinks was gonna beat Ali? What happened? Boxing, what's going on? 91, 913. Boxing and fighting is something different, dog. Motherfucker catch you right, it's all over. You ain't got but 10 seconds to shake that shit off. So I say maybe that's why Floyd don't being extra careful with Tank and moving him along like they is. But I ain't gonna tell you no lie. I felt like he should have had Tiafimo. I should felt like he should have had Loma and Devin on his resume by now. And now, in my opinion, it ain't no sense in him fighting him. Really, it ain't shit. They done all lost now. I got Tank against any motherfucking body if you want to be honest with it, but that don't mean he gonna win. Shit happened in that boxing ring. Didn't nobody think Ryan was gonna beat Devin last night. Ain't no whole lot of people thought that. But look what happened. Look what happened. Not only did he beat him, he made Devin look bad in there. He made Devin look amateurish in there. If you ask me, Devin looks so limited with his punches. What's that? Tank should sign with Floyd Mayweather agent. Tank should sign with Floyd Mayweather. Shit, he just left Floyd because he couldn't get no fights. He was Al Heyman now. What you talking about? You got me. I'm confused with that one, Charlie. I'm trying to figure out what you mean by that. Deron Brown was good, dog. But real talk, man. I think Ryan Garcia I think he can do some more fights like this. The boy been fighting since he was a kid. That's why I couldn't understand why people wasn't giving him his proper respect. He ain't no dude that just came on the boxing scene. Ryan been fighting a long time. He only lost to Javante Davis. That is not no motherfucking that ain't no that ain't nothing to be ashamed of that you lost to Tank. That Tank knocked you out. He knocked everybody else the fuck out too. So there's no shame there. And like I said, man, Ryan Garcia is better than a lot of people think he is. If he could get focused and be real serious, he could be another Oscar De La Hoya. But I think Ryan just a little too out there, So who knows how far he'll be ever go? Devin versus Raleigh was one fight I see for Devin. Man, don't nobody want man. Raleigh ain't shit. He ain't got no business boxing nobody, dog. That's a joke fighter, honestly, man. Raleigh got no footwork. I mean, boy, please. Yeah, man. Just imagine what Tank Davis would do to Haney, right? Yeah, you'd have put him to sleep. But yeah, man, it was a good fight last night, man. I'm glad didn't nobody get hurt more than anything, man. Honestly, that cause Devin could have got hurt bad in there. Ryan was tagging his ass. He really was. Ryan was hitting him hard, motherfucker. Thank you, Stacy. But if it wasn't for the referee, I think Ryan would have knocked him out. They kept every time you look up, they kept saving dude. And I didn't like it. Coming in there, giving them extra rest and extra time to get ready and stuff like that. And I was thinking to myself, damn man, what the hell going on with these referees, man? They letting this shit happen like that, man. Well, they just kept jumping in, giving. I felt like Devin extra time to get himself together. I'm glad I caught you live today. Where does Devin go from his shit? Back to the drawing board, Stacy. You know what I mean? You got to go back to the drawing board. Devin's still a good fighter. I think his problem is his daddy. What was up with that judge? Scored right. They always do that shit. But I think Devin's problem is he needs to get his daddy out the corner and get somebody who know what the hell they doing in there. No disrespect to Bill. I like him because I like to see a father big up his son like he do. But you gotta be realistic and know when. Devin was better when he was with Floyd Daddy. Floyd Daddy getting old, so he probably ain't training no more. Manny Mill was good. This is one of the biggest upsets that I've. Oh no, this ain't. It wasn't that big an upset to me. Devin ain't no damn hell. Devin ain't really nobody other than his daddy talking him up and a few people. But Devin ain't. I mean, he ain't really beat nobody. He ain't really beat no bunch of fighters for. Just go look at his resume. I mean, he ain't really done shit yet. That's why I can't understand how these dudes be talking about having these big, gigantic fights like they done been a king of two or three divisions and shit like that. I mean, they just now everybody want to beat Floyd after three or four good fights. You remember Keith Thurman thought he was shit like that. Shit, hell, he done fell off into the abyss now. Over the hill fighters. Yeah, that's exactly right, Daniel. He was beating up over the hill fighters. I couldn't have said it, boy. I couldn't have said it no better. Beating them old motherfuckers up, and who can't do that? I thought Ryan was going his trolling, and I did too. Well, put like this, Benny Mill. When he didn't make weight, that's when I almost didn't get the fight because I didn't take it serious. After that, I was like Ryan bullshit. He don't really care, but he showed that he was just it was all game. It was all game, and I always like Ryan anyway. He another good kid for the most part. I mean, he just I guess what they was considered handsome and got a whole lot of followers. So he didn't know he was gonna be this big star he is now, but it is what it is. I think people hate on him because he a big star. What's next for shit? The sky's the limit for Ryan, and Devin got to go back and get his shit back together. He gonna be trying to get a rematch with Ryan, but if I was Ryan, I wouldn't even fight him no more. Y'all was 3-3 in the amateurs. You just beat him in the pros. I would leave it at that. I wouldn't even fuck with him no more. Ryan got more money than that belt gonna bring him anyway, so Ryan don't need no belt he was the bigger draw than Devin, and he not the champion. So Ryan don't need no belt. Ryan already a star. All he gotta do is decide who he want to get in the ring with next. Real talk. Ryan can do whatever he want from here. Be honest with you. Dev got some things he need to work on. I really think Dev underestimated Ryan. I don't think he underestimated. I think Ryan kicked his ass, Trap. I want to keep it real. You don't underestimate nobody you fought 6 times. Real talk. Ain't nowhere in the hell he underestimated Ryan. He just got in there and Ryan got with his glamour. That's what time that was, Charles. As was Ryan said, the belt ain't gonna feed no family. And another thing about them belts, they gotta pay sanctioning fees and shit like that. That belt ain't nothing but a money trap. I'd rather be make money and be a big star than have belts. I ain't gonna keep it. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. It was off night for Devin. It wasn't no off night. Ryan made it off night. I ain't gonna make no excuse up for no motherfucker. He got his ass. No, it wasn't no off night. Devin got exposed a little bit. He need to get his daddy out that motherfucking corner. That's what Devin needs to do. Now, that's his problem. His daddy don't know shit about boxing. Not like that. He ain't no ex-fighter or nothing. He just look, he just trying to mimic what he see other trainers do in the gym. And this too high a level for that kind of shit. I think Devin need to go back and get him another real trainer, and his daddy need to stay the fuck out that corner in the fight and let somebody know what they doing. Go in there and talk to him. That's just my opinion on the thing. Alfonso, I really didn't think he got destroyed. He won the round. He didn't get knocked out. That's right, but I mean, he ain't win all the rounds. He didn't get knocked out in. I can show you a couple of them. He didn't do shit out there. I like Devin, but I ain't gonna sit there and make no excuses for no motherfucker. Ryan whooped his ass last night. The rounds he won, what did he do? Jab to the body, soft ass overhand right left hook. He ain't hurt nobody. He ain't shake nothing up. He was hoping the referee was gonna give him one. Keeping it real, Fonzo. I like that, but shit, he got dealt with last night. He really did. Stacy Devin didn't have any defense. Looked like a totally different fighter from his last. Well, no, it was a totally different fighter in the ring with him from the last fight. Devin hands. He always have his hands down a little low, too low to me, and you know, uh, he was trying to fight his regular fight. What's going on is Devin is not improving no more because he ain't got the right people, I think, around him training him no more. Jerome Caston. If you get knocked down five, thank you. Thank you, Jerome. Thank you. Motherfucker knocked you down 5 times. Come on. And it was other knockdowns that was legitimate that the referee just didn't call. Ryan was on his ass last night. Some point blank period on that one. Does Devin get a suspect? Yes, 10 suspect is a motherfucker. Especially you gotta think about it. Just look at the dudes he been fighting. That's all. That's all you gotta do. That's why I was saying he was gonna have a problem with Super Rio Matias, whatever his name is, and Tiafimo if Tiafimo came in with his head clear. But Teo is a guy that every now and then he come in any old kind of way. Jerome. Seven Ryan should have been out of there. Yeah, he should have. That's why I say, man, Devin got a lot of breaks in that fight last night. The referee and everybody was trying to help him win. It just, Ryan just didn't give it to him every time. And then you got to give Derek James some credit for this too. I was saying that on some of the videos I made. When Derek James trained dudes, they tend to punch harder. And Ryan always had a left hook, and I kept saying, if Derek James developed that right hand, Devin was gonna be in trouble. And I seen Ryan hurt him with a right hand, left hook, that right hand, and cracked him and held him in place for that left hook to blast his ass. I think that was on the last or second or last knockdown in the 11th round. How you don't win no fight, get knocked down twice in the 11th round and been knocked down a couple of times before that. I don't give a damn. You can't. I mean, it would have been highway robbery if they gave Devin that fight. And the killing part, Devin looked like he was sitting over there waiting on that motherfucker shit. When you watch the camera, that's why I say, you know, uh, Derek got this, but he got a Tank. Yeah, I think. Well, Tank got a better trainer too. Tank got Coach Calvin over there. Tank gonna be ready. Looks like Derek James trained Ryan good. You see improvements, but why is Ryan trying to do the Philly? Well, I mean, all them dudes try to do that. I mean, shit. Even when I'm messing around in the gym, I do it. It's to be honest with you, in certain positions, it's the right defense. It's the right thing to use, especially if you try to catch a left hook. Depend, and come with yours. Sometimes it's the right thing to be in, Alan. Allen, why Tim Bradley won't give Ryan his respect? Tim Bradley, Tim gonna be Tim. He got his picks and chooses. Evidently, he must have liked Devin more. That's what that means when Tim act like that. Charlie Frank Martin heard it tank in the sparring. So, man, listen to me, dog. Don't you look, man? Sparring is bullshit. That's this new generation that do that shit. My the dudes that come up in my day, you don't talk about no motherfucking sparring. Cause think about it. Somebody training for a fight, somebody else just walking in the gym, ain't in shape, ain't don't even know who the hell you is. Sparring don't mean nothing. There you go, Jerome. Sparring don't mean nothing. Uh, some guys work on certain shit in sparring. They ain't even trying to fight hard. And that's why I say Frank is me and Frank from the same state. I like Frank, but I felt like that's kind of bush league when you start talking about what you did in sparring. Let's see what you do in a motherfucking fight. That's all that matter. What happened up under them lights? I'm thinking he gonna get knocked out. Me personally, I don't want him to because I like Frank Martin, but I like Tank, and I think Tank is the truth. I think Frank is a good fighter, good solid fighter, but I think Tank got the power, the experience, the speed. I don't see nothing Frank do better than Tank. Just keeping it real. Teron Brown, are you from the South? No, but I lived in Atlanta for like what almost 30 years. So and then my mother and father from Mississippi. So that's why I sound like that. But I'm actually from the Midwest. I was born up north, but I left there when I was a shorty and went back and forth from Atlanta to Chicago pretty much my whole life, up until like the last 8 years. Yeah. Big Smoke. I knocked down Floyd's bar. That don't mean shit. That's good though. I ain't saying that nothing, that's good. Congratulations. Let me know when you're gonna fight. I definitely support you. But sparring is just that sparring. If you box, you know that for yourself. Sparring is just sparring. It might make you feel better yourself walking out the gym, but it ain't, unless it happened in a real fight, don't nobody really put too much into it. In a way, you from the South. If you left Chicago, I left. No, yeah, but I went back and forth. I got kids in Chicago, sweetheart. I just left from up there a couple of months ago. But yeah, I got a son. I got a son and a grandson. I mean, a son and a granddaughter in Chicago. Yep. But that's still home to me. I go there all the time. That's where most of my family at. Yeah, just by my shit. Chicago ain't nothing but a little Mississippi any motherfucking way. They want to keep it a buck. Shit, we call the West Side Little Mississippi, or on in Inglewood, keeping it real. Shit, half Chicago country is a motherfucker. If you want to keep it a buck, shit. Uh, Harold's and Uncle Harold's is five boy. Yeah, I was born in Chicago, but grew up in Mississippi. See what I'm saying, man? Half Chicago from Mississippi. My father worked in the steel mills up there. How it go. A lot of people left the South to go get that money up north. But yeah, man, I enjoyed that fight last night. I really did, man. I was happy to see. I was happy to see. And I was actually born in Gary, Indiana, but I left Gary real young. My father and mother divorced. Pops went to Chicago and mom went to Atlanta. So I was more of a daddy's boy. So I was always with my father a lot, back and forth like that. But yeah, man, that was a good fight last night, man. I'm glad, because I actually didn't think I was gonna get my money's worth. The undercard was trash. As the main event really saved the night, which is a good thing. I mean, but and to be honest with you, it don't hurt Devin to be in no war like that. He showed that he will keep fighting, but I say this for Devin Haney, without power. He should have tried to keep making weight and stay at 135. Bro, you have to start watching the UFC. I watch the UFC, but if Devin wanna Devin, I don't know, man. He might have a problem up here at 140 because most of them guys up there can crack. And now that his chin been exposed, everybody finna go out there and try to touch it now. That's how boxing go. Once you show your weakness, everybody coming out there now. You can best believe that. And Ryan is a big puncher already, but shit, he was hurting him with the right hand and the left. It wasn't just the left hook that he was hurting Devin with. Ryan was fighting his ass off on that last night, man. Yeah, I ain't gonna let nobody take this from Ryan. Ryan came in there and took care of business, man. I thought Devin was gonna win too. I didn't bet on the fight, but Willie Grimes was good, dog. Yes, sir. 9-13, but after this fight, Devin's punch resisted his shot. Yeah, hey, that might be true, dog. 9-13, you might say it's real shit. That might be true, but even if it ain't, his chin been exposed and everybody finna come out there and try to touch it now. He ain't finna get no respect no more. Devin finna get cracked by. Devin ain't finna fight Tank. Ain't no fight no more. He done lost. Tank ain't finna. Why would Tank waste his time fighting Devin now? For what? That shit. He don't want that fight. One thing about the UFC, they know how to stack a card. I'm like, but well, will you follow the Canelo versus? Yeah. I'm gonna watch. Canelo, one of my favorite fights. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna watch Canelo. Derek James on the road to redemption. Yeah, Derek James got a lot to prove. Because he did everything basically with one fighter, and because Mel was already Mel before he came to Derek, but Derek did increase his knockouts. Devin been fighting drunk. Hey, I'm with you, wrong, but yeah, man. Devin gon' I don't know what Devin gonna do from here. I figure he'll still be fine for the most part, but ain't nobody giving him no respect no more. Everybody finna come out there his ass now. So if he don't develop some power, he better get somebody. He might better get some more trainers in there that can get him ready for that pressure that's coming at him. Cause everybody finna try him now. They see he can't take a punch. Everybody finna try him now. He finna get tried by all type of dudes, man. I kinda wish he would have done, you know, I don't know, man. Like I said, I like Devin, but I think this, I believe in Jesus. I ain't really, so I, Hey man, I don't know, man. I just don't know what Devin go for me. I really don't. I do know this. He still got the belt, so he's still the champion. Deuce Daily. What do you think of Garcia taking Devin's jab away? Well, he didn't really take his jab away. What he did was because Jam was touching him to the body. He was touching him, but what he did was put them big shots on Devin. Devin took his own jab away. If you be honest with you, dudes, I think Devin came in there trying to fight, trying to knock Ryan out and paid for it. That's what I think happened. I don't think he took nothing from Devin because Devin won a lot of rounds still. It ain't like he didn't win no rounds, but he just couldn't handle that power. Ryan 501, Ron, Devin and Bill Haney was doing all that capping. Yes, sir. That's why I was saying it was gonna be a good shot of humble pie for Bill so he can slow it down a little bit out there. Top Chef take out them belts he got. Don't mean shit. Real talk. Don't say nothing. Don't mean shit. That's what it don't mean. Keep it say it like it is. I agree with you 1,000% on that. Dev is what's considered a paper champion at this point right now. He a paper champion. He a champion on paper only. But what he did to Ray, he don't deserve no. Devin vacated the belt. Next on the WBC ranks is Sandor Martinell. One and Gary Antoine. Boy, Gary Antoine Russell is the baddest motherfucker in that division. I'm gonna tell you that right now, and that's why you don't see. That's what I'm now. I'm glad you brought that up, dog. I swear for God, I'm glad you brought that up. That's what I don't like about these motherfuckers. Don't none of them even mention his name. None of them. None of them. Because they know he the real deal and they trying to keep him out of this shit. I'm so glad you said that because I think he knock all of them outside the tank. I think everybody else going to sleep. Really. And I think him and Tank would be a great fight, but I favor Tank a little bit in that one. But Gary Antoine Russell, the real deal. I agree with you 100% there, dog. Why they don't? Stacy would, yeah, why they don't coming for Gary? For Gary, what you mean? I'm a little confused, Stacy. Why they? Yeah, why they don't come for Gary? I'm a little confused with that with Willie Grimes. They scared of for Gary Russell. Well, Gary been getting his. Gary been getting beat lately. He done got old now. He should have him and Tank. That's another one Tank should have fought years ago that Floyd wouldn't let him fight. That's what I'm trying to tell you now. Tank still got a little bit to prove out there. Although that's my guy. Go look at his resume. Tank ain't fought no brothers. No brothers. All Mexican guys who got slow feet. No diss. 'Cause I got some of my best friends is Mexican guys, and I be at the gym with them. They can fight their ass off, but uh, Tank ain't fought nobody that's quite as athletic as him. Ryan might have been the best guy he ever fought to this point, if you ask me. So like I said, man, but a lot of that's on Floyd. Babysitting this. They babysit him like they scared he gonna lose a fight. Yeah, right, Ryan gave Devin one of those old school. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. Eric. Yeah, he went on. He whooped his ass for him. But Devin, it. Let me tell you something. I mean, it don't hurt to get an ass whooping. It really don't. It hurt when you give them and can't accept them. Most Mexican boxers are brawlers. None of them are really technical or have any real skills. I disagree with that. They might like to brawl, but most of them they got skills. Oscar De La Hoya, Canelo, shit. No, they got it's a lot of man. I can go down the list. Marquez, Barrera, Eric Morales. Shit, no, they got skills. Sometimes they heart getting away, and they throw the skills out the window and go out there and bang it out a lot of times. Can't look boxers can't box, they run. I don't know about all that, Levers. You going a little bit too far now. You sound crazy. But at the same time, now some of them do run, but some all these motherfuckers run, but no, the boxing that's what we do. But all day, every day, Tank need to fight. He need to, Frank Martin is gonna be the first brother he don't fought since like fourth or fifth or sixth fight he ain't been fighting her, and it make a difference because the athleticism. That's what I live around a bunch of Mexican fighters. Matter of fact, I do a video from the gym one day this week if I get a chance, and I tell them all the time the only difference between us and them is the foot movement. That's it. They fight like we do, but they just don't use their feet as much, and that's why I'm trying to get me one and show them how to use this motherfucking feet, because a lot of them be more dangerous than they did. That's why Oscar De La Hoya went so far. That's why Canelo done went so far. That's the ones that do. You'll know about it because they gonna go a little farther. You gotta be versatile in this boxing game. If you one dimensional, you gonna get fucked up eventually. Because you can't pick your fights forever. And that's what happened a lot of dudes. Oh damn, man. Hey y'all, I gotta get ready to break up out of here, man. We'll do this again real soon. Glad everybody came in with me, but I gotta run now, so I'm out. One.